The Hauraki Big Show. Thanks to crave-worthy street food, freshly made with Reburger.
Welcome. This is big. To the Hauraki Big Show. Really big. With Jason Hoyte, Minogue and Keyzie.
Oh, g'day, you mad bastards. Great to have your company this murky Wednesday afternoon, the 2nd of July, 2025. And you, my friends, listening to the Big Show, brought to you by Reburger.
Beef, chicken, vegan and vegetarian options too. Reburger, redefining the norm.
Reburger. Yeah, baby.
Reburger.
So good, man.
Huh.
Mogi Stallion, you were saying in the podcast outro there that you've overdone the coffees today, and so you're a little bit wired, but at the same time a little bit tired. How's life?
Wired and tired, man. You're going pretty grouse, you mad dog, you sick son of a bee, but that's exactly right. Tired and wired.
It's a weird combo, isn't it?
It's not great.
When you're wired and tired, I find.
Do you find that, Keyzie, man?
I've never been wired and tired.
Wow.
Nah, I always draw the line at 2 coffees.
Do you, man?
Yeah, because it's
You
just
used
not
to do
worth
20, though, didn't you?
Nah, I'm not a mad bastard.
Yeah.
Only a mad bastard would do 20 coffees.
I reckon so, man.
Yeah. Speaking of, Hoytey, Jase, how are you today, man?
Yeah, good, thanks, man. Tickety-boo, just ticking along as they do. But I want to talk about your jacket again. You're wearing your prison jacket.
My prison jacket.
Yeah.
It's just a blue and white striped jacket.
Oh, is it blue? It looks black to me.
It does look black to me, but then I'm colourblind.
It's denim, yeah. With
Right,
white striping
okay.
on it. Yeah.
It's very cool, man, especially with the hoodie over the top of it. It's a
Why
good
don't
look. It's
we-
a really good look.
Why don't we take a photo of me in my prison jacket and Jase in his weird new yellow skivvy, and we'll see
It's not
who in New
yellow,
Zealand
and
thinks...
it's not a skivvy.
Great
Because-
idea. Let's get a big poll going.
Yeah, who's
Okay?
got a weirder shirt, me or Hoytey J?
What I'm saying is I love it, Keyzie. It's
But
a great
regardless-
jacket.
Yeah, I love your skivvy.
Absolutely, we've got to get it up.
Sure.
Yeah.
You happy to get it up, Jase?
Can you still get it up?
Look, it'll be an effort
Short
for
notice.
me.
It's short notice.
But, you'll need to give me about 10 or 15 minutes just to get the sort of build-up right. You know what I'm
okay.
saying?
I thought-
Hey, now listen, we've got a massive show ahead, so lock in, New Zealand. In the meantime, let's kick off with a bit of Jimmy.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Filter there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon, 11 minutes past 4 o'clock.
Hey, fellas, I don't know if you saw this, but in the news, 150 kgs of cocaine was seized from a shipping container at a port at the port of Tauranga yesterday.
Seized.
Yeah, seized.
It's a strong word, isn't it? It's the only time you really use that word, seized.
Yes.
Unless your engine's
Unless
seized.
or your knees seized.
Or your hip.
Yeah, or your hip, or your elbow. 6 duffel bags packed with
I need a
cocaine.
new duffel bag.
Yeah, and I was just,
Yeah.
it kind of just got me thinking, like, imagine if I was walking along and I just happened upon a duffel bag full of cocaine.
Yes.
Like, what would I do with it, Do you guys ever think about scenarios like that?
No. But are you asking if I am now?
Yeah,
Or if we
yeah,
are?
just-
Yeah, right. I see what you're doing there.
Yeah, so
well,
like-
what would you do, though?
Wow.
Because I want to know what you do.
Right, well, obviously.
So let's say you find it.
Yeah.
How many kilos has it got in it? Or is it just 1 kilo?
So 150, it was 6 bags, so I'm thinking 25 kegs
Yeah.
of cocaine there. And I mean, this isn't my
That's
sort
a
of...
few kegs.
That's not my area of expertise. I wouldn't know. But I guess what I would do...
Yeah, is that a lot?
Keyzie do? I mean, obviously, I'd hand it into the authorities.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All of it?
Well, I mean...
Because do they need all of it?
Yeah,
You've got to sort of share it around a
Well,
bit.
no,
don't
Seems a
you?
bit greedy
Yeah.
from them.
that the cops want. Because isn't that weird? Like, they're always banging on about how it's bad.
Yeah.
But if they find it, they're immediately seizing it all.
Yeah,
They want all of it for themselves.
And it doesn't matter what drugs it is either.
No, they want all of it.
Or booze.
Yeah.
Often booze. They've just got whole storerooms filled with illicit drugs and booze.
But the issue is, like, what am I going to do with it? You know what I mean? Like, if I take some out, what am I going to do with it? Because it's illegal. So
well, that's the trouble. It's illegal.
That's the issue. So it's like I may as well just give it to them because it's illegal, and I don't, I don't want.
Yeah.
No.
Why what would you do, Jase? For example, what would you do?
Going to play him with Sting?
What would Hoytey J do?
This would be a genuine dilemma for me.
Yeah.
And actually, Mogi gave me an idea, which has kind of changed my course of thinking on it.
Yeah.
which would be to follow the path of Keyzie and hand it in minus a couple of blocks.
Right. Okay, so you'd be breaking the law, Hoytey, Jase.
Well, yeah, true.
But, you know, if that were the case, had you have done that, Jase, you've pretty much completely followed the law. You've handed in most of it.
Most of it, yes.
I think if you kept one, can they really say anything about it?
Well, you could argue it dropped out and I didn't notice.
Thank you.
The question would then become, what do I do with it?
Well, that's the thing, right? Because it's illegal.
Yeah.
And given my nature, I could see myself being a very bloated, sweaty, dribbling mess in a short space of time.
For a long period of time.
Well, probably for a long period of time.
Yeah, right.
And then slowly expire in excruciating fashion.
Yeah, what about you, Mogi?
What would Mogi do? Well, I don't know, to be honest with you. Because people, look, if that's, what was it, 150 kilos is coming. Somebody's using it.
Yeah, so
that's a lot. There's a lot of people around that are using it.
Yes.
And my understanding, you were saying, Keyzie, it's very expensive.
I
So
would
what is
have
that,
no
like
idea.
$70, $80 a packet?
I don't know.
$80 a packet.
I wouldn't have any idea. I wouldn't.
So, yeah, I don't know. I'd probably put it in little packets.
Like really the small ones?
Yeah, maybe, what, a kilo each? Oh, I mean,
Like a gram.
Oh, yeah. So you get 1,000
Gram,
of
okay.
those and just give it away to people.
What, for free?
Because I think people, well, they obviously like it.
Surely you'd strike like a deal with them, though. Like
I'd swap it.
Would it be like
I'd swap it for, it'll be a contra sort of a deal. Only
Sure.
for people that want. I'm not going to force it
right.
on anybody.
So you'd
but
have like a little stall or something, or you just...
I'd probably have like a phone, but not my normal phone. It would be another phone that I've bought.
Oh, 'cause you have
not
It's
your
already got
clients.
a number on it.
Yes,
and then you just
yeah.
text and like I would drop it off and we'd
Yeah,
just
right.
swap.
Sure.
I'd swap this, the bag.
What for? For like free stuff?
Yeah, like, yeah, what do you got? It's probably, in fact, it's probably easier just for the sake of it. Just that you just give me cash.
Yeah,
Because then I
that's
can get whatever I want.
Yeah. That's often the way to go, isn't it?
yeah,
Cash is easier.
But is that's all good, isn't it?
But as long as
Yeah,
you've given
I
back
mean,
most
Because
of it.
I'm giving it away
Yes.
Yeah. You're swapping.
Yeah.
and swapping
Yeah.
Full cash.
for cash.
Yeah.
3483, by the way, New
Yeah,
Zealand.
what would you do?
What would you do with it?
Genuinely, I want to know.
Yeah. Because I wouldn't. I'm not keeping it, you know what I mean?
Well,
I'm not.
not all of it. No.
Because it's illegal.
Tex here says that's only one snort each with each of our honkers.
What do you mean, snort?
I
What does
don't
that
get
mean?
it.
I don't get it.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Hello, Sailor, there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon, 22 minutes past 4 o'clock, and we were talking about what would you do if you found a massive duffel bag of cocaine.
Yeah, purely hypothetical. obviously.
Hypothetical.
Yeah, and this is on the back of massive seizure yesterday at the port of Tauranga. 6 duffel bags, 150 kg. So it's 25 kgs in one duffel bag. You're walking along, you find it. What are you going to do with it? I've actually thought about this a lot, fellas, while those songs were playing. I've decided I'm probably too naive and inexperienced to know what to do with it.
Yeah.
So I think I'd probably, before I made any rash calls, because it's, it can really change the path of your life, that finding this thing, I'd probably seek out people who I value their opinions,
Yeah.
older, wiser, and just see what they think. So I'd probably come to you guys with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we'd sort of hatch a plan of how we can best handle it.
I'm really busy during the week. Do you reckon
Okay.
you could come over on a Saturday night?
Yeah, if you're free Saturdays, 100%.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
time? Like
'Cry a bit earlier.
like 3?
Yeah.
In the Arvo?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
mid-late afternoon.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, man. And we'll just have a chinwag about it and sort it. I'll get some beers.
Yeah.
We'll just have a chat
I'll bring
about
some
it.
durries and stuff.
Yeah.
And obviously, we need to see if it's legit, so we'd have to smell it.
What do you mean smell it?
Well, the
Just
thing
smell
about
it.
this,
It's got an
Keyzie,
odour to it.
what's weird about this is we're making a hell of a lot of assumptions here. You've walked along, you found a duffel bag. I'll give you that. That's
Yeah.
easily identifiable.
Yeah.
All you found is 25 kilos of some white stuff.
Stuff.
Yeah, you're right.
yeah.
So we don't know what it is. So we
Yeah,
don't
you're
want
right.
to leap to conclusions.
No.
You don't want to walk into the police station, handing over 25 kilos of flour or sugar. You look
Yeah,
like a goddamn idiot.
Exactly.
Or heroin, or, it could
Yeah.
be, you don't want to do that.
Well,
And I think it does have a very distinct odour.
Well, I wouldn't know.
I think you know it when you smell it.
Yeah, so you
Really?
give it a
Yeah.
good sniff.
And also,
see.
because I think in the bag too, it would have heaps of smaller bags. And so I don't know, like one might be, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
in the big duffel bag, there'd be heaps of smaller bags of.
I think there'd be 6 bags.
Oh, what makes you say that?
Well, 6 bags. There'll be 25.
25, 1
Yeah,
kilo
yeah,
bags.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
what I'm
that's right.
assuming. So,
Yeah.
And also, like, just because
Or
the
5 bags of 5 kilos.
Yeah, sure, but like you don't want to be you don't know that all of them
Oh, yes.
are the same thing.
I see what you're saying.
Oh, so open all of
So
them?
we'd probably have to open all of
Yeah,
them,
and smell them.
smell all of them, make sure the
yeah.
smells good.
Yeah.
Why beers though? What?
Well, it's Saturday, so why not?
Yeah. Make an afternoon of it.
Yeah.
I could bring some, some cold meats and stuff, make a bit of a platter.
I'll tell you what, man. Honestly, I get a couple of beers with me and I'm not hungry, eh?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
Yeah.
Just want to go for a bit of a...
But if it does turn out that it is, then I think it gives you energy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So we might have to go to a nightclub and somewhere and just get rid of that, just dance it out.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
So dance
Actually,
it out.
Pugs would know where to go.
Pugs,
He's
so we'll bring
into
Pugs.
that. Yeah,
he'd be
yeah.
keen.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I just want to make the right decision. And then the
Sure.
next day, once we figured it all out,
Yeah.
all our ducks are in a row, then we'd hand it in. Or,
Well, if we've been out all night dancing, probably buggered on the Sunday there.
Yeah,
And
neither.
probably had a few beers.
Yes.
probably need like a pick-me-up sort of.
Yeah, a bit of a pickup scenario.
Yeah, so that is a tricky one, isn't it? That's why a good text on 3483.
Yes.
Someone here, great piece of advice. He'd probably see what it smells like first.
Right,
'Cause
okay,
as you
yes.
say, it has
Yeah.
someone here suggesting that they'd maybe they'd cut a portion of it out, fill it up with other white stuff, and then hand that in.
Oh, yeah. Get it back up to the weight.
Yeah, then get it back up to the. I don't know what they'd do with that leftover bit. I mean, I have no idea. I guess throw it out or whatever. Someone here suggesting that they'd tip a portion of it down their pants and then do the coast to coast in an hour.
Oh.
It doesn't say tip it down his pants, he says inserts it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't want to
yeah.
be too graphic, Jase. 'Cause we're
Well,
on
I
the radio.
mean, it's what he's saying.
Yeah, okay. All right, well, this has been good. This has been a good exercise, fellas.
Actually, just on that, by the way, we
Yes.
don't have to sniff it. Well, there's other ways of testing it.
Is there?
Well, just previously mentioned there. We could chuck it in each other and see what happens. Fellas.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Def Leppard there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. But right now it's time for...
This is breaking news.
Sorry. It's time for This Is Breaking News.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not good.
I feel like this is another what's on the dinner situation.
Yeah.
Very exciting news, fellas. The Big Show on the road again.
That's right.
It's been a while.
I
it
don't think
feels
we've
like.
done one all year.
We went to Brizzy.
No, that doesn't count.
Hokitika.
Well, we didn't do a live show though. Is that what we're talking about here?
Yeah, the live
Yeah,
show,
yeah.
yeah. I just thought on the road.
We did one at Hokitika.
Oh, we did. You're right, but not
Yeah.
with Hoytey J.
Not with me. I'm still gutted about missing that, genuinely, though. I would have
Jase.
enjoyed that, I think.
That trip ruled.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Trip of a lifetime.
Trip of a lifetime.
Absolutely.
It was so good.
I was tempted to fly back from Vietnam just to be there.
They do a direct flight.
Do they? To Hokitika.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
The exciting news is we are heading on the road down to the South Island once again to visit the lovely garden city that is Christchurch. So if you are in Christchurch next week, chuck this date in your calendar. 10th of July, it's a Thursday.
10th of July.
10th of July, Thursday. And that'll be happening in a beautiful little area known as Prebbleton at a pub named The Bridge.
Greg Prebbletown, named after Preb's son.
I think he was born there.
Yeah.
Wait, so he was born there, they named it after
They
him.
named it after Preb's.
Prebbletown.
Yeah.
It's going to be happening in Greg Prebbleton Thursday next week, the 10th of July. It is to celebrate this glorious month that is Beer and Pie July. So, of course, it is a fantastic Monteith's Bar, The Bridge. And also, we're going to have plenty of West Coast pies there to be handed out as well. And backbone teas.
Backbone teas as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice hot pie on a cold winter's night, fellas.
Yeah, cold beer.
Few beersies, watching the fellas do the show live. Good
Oh,
times.
man. Now you're talking.
Chuck a backbone tea on.
Sure, why not?
Actually, and if anyone out there is just in relation to that hypothetical situation we talked about earlier.
Yes.
And they've, come across a bag of stuff and they don't know what to do with it.
Keyzie.
And
Easy, mate.
Just joking, Jase. And now you've made it seem like I'm...
You are a shocker, though.
Yeah,
No, I'm
I
not.
mean...
No, that's not
Come
true.
on,
no,
man.
this is just
I mean, whew.
for the purpose of...
That's...
Oh,
God.
oh, man, that's kind of freaked me out a bit. Pugs, can you delete that?
Can you delete my memory of that, man?
What do you mean delete it? We're on the radio.
Yeah.
Well, I was joking, Jase. Everyone knows I was joking.
Why are you winking? Why have you got your fingers crossed?
Well, I just always do that. It's a fidgety thing I do. And you know that my eyes itchy.
Why do you keep scratching your nose all the time?
So anyway, we'll see you there next Thursday. The Bridge, Prevelton, down in Christchurch, celebrating Beer and Pie July as the big show live.
How good, man.
Can't wait, man.
Oh, tune, Foo Fighters.
Throbber.
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
Yes, indeed, the Killers there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. Hope Wednesday's treating you well. The time is 4:47. Let's have some TV chat. What's on the telly with Mike Minogue?
Yeah. Haven't been watching a lot lately, to be honest with you fellas, but last night I watched Saltburn. Tell you what, that's a good movie, man. I'd seen it
not
before.
bad.
It just sort of popped up.
Yes, yes.
And I thought, oh, I'm going to give that another go. That is a pretty freaky movie.
Netflix?
Some very strange scenes in it, for sure.
Very odd scenes. And yeah, it's got your mate there, Barry Keegan, I think his name is,
yes.
and Jacob Elordi, something along
Jack
those lines.
Colby, I think it is.
Oh, yeah,
How
sure.
about I Google it?
Elordi.
Elordi. Lordy.
And it is a very, very, very good movie.
It is.
There's some things that I wouldn't have bothered with. I think, you know what I think it was? They treated the audience a bit too stupid on it. And
Right.
I think that was a really bad mistake, but still really enjoyed it.
Yes.
It's certainly got some moments that sent it viral, old Hoytey. Jay, have you seen that before, man?
Yeah, I have actually. And I found it... It's deeply erotic, isn't
Oh,
it?
it is. In a sicko sort of a way.
In a very sick kind of way.
Yes. Which is the best way.
And
Depraved.
great acting, some great acting.
Very
in it.
good. He's a great actor, that fella.
Well, that guy,
He's a freaky-looking
Keegan,
dude.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think his life story is quite full on. He was
It is.
he was homeless.
Yes.
and he's just magnificent in everything he appears in.
Just he and his brother from memory. I have a vague idea that perhaps his father or mother was passed from drug addiction, something
Yes.
along those lines. Very
Yes.
tough upbringing, but it's got in, and from a very difficult part of the world, and he got into acting very young. Was fortunate enough to be saved essentially
Yes,
by acting.
well, it's
Yeah.
a perfect kind of breeding ground for creativity in a weird kind of way, isn't
The
it?
arts, mate. The
Yes,
arts.
yes. What did you watch, Keyzie?
It's on Amazon, by the way. Prime
Yeah.
Video. Couldn't
Yes.
remember. Now, look, I'm going to say what I watched, and I just want you guys to be sweet with it.
I can't wait. Like, every time I'm just blown away by the calibre and the quality of the content that you watch, Keyzie.
And then I go
Hit
home
me.
and bloody watch it as soon as I get home. Keezie's watching this, and in we get.
Grand Designs New Zealand.
Oh, yes. I was
Yeah,
hoping you were going to
good
say
program that.
New season.
Oh, yeah.
Can I just say, this couple, they worked really hard, right? They saved up. They wanted to build their dream
God.
home on Waiheke, right?
I hope they had all the money and everything went according to plan.
They had a budget of $3 million after buying the section.
Yeah.
It then ballooned out to $5 million. It then took twice as long as they thought. It took years to get there. They finally built it. It looked like some sort of weird hotel with no family photos up. It didn't look homely at all. It was like this weird art piece rather than a cool homely spot. Instead of doing that, if you have worked really hard in life, just go and buy an existing house, move in straight away and enjoy it.
Yeah.
These, honestly, it's the same storyline every episode.
I agree.
Just go move into an existing home.
Yeah.
There's some great ones out there.
But you want your dream home. I can understand that. What I can't understand is blowing out your budget like that.
Yes.
It all happens over COVID.
Yeah.
And everything gets blown out straight away.
Yeah.
It turns out it was way harder than we thought. Blah, blah, blah. The architectural design was way more complex to build than they thought. And then
How can that
they
be?
end up, every single one of them ends up resenting the home they just spent years in.
Great. All right. Well, I'm going to watch that.
Yeah,
Because
same.
I lived on Waiheke for about 4 years, so I'd like to
Episode
see
1.
it. Yeah,
Fellas,
great.
got a bit of
What's
a-
that on, mate? That's
TVNZ
on.
Plus,
Thank
man.
you.
Yeah, thank
Got
you.
a bit of breaking news, actually, Keyzie.
Oh, dear.
If
Wow.
that's okay.
This is breaking news.
I thought it was now it's time for.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, go. Do it.
Now it's time for...
This is breaking news.
See, I still think that doesn't make sense, but carry on.
Speaking of great shows, I believe the new season of Dog Squad is out.
Oh, God.
Oh, man. Is this a plug for your own show, is it?
Fellas,
I actually love Dog Squad.
if you want to go and have a little...
What's that
look
on,
at that,
Jase? Bet you don't even know.
TVNZ Plus.
That was a guess.
It's on
on
Netflix, Jase.
Yeah. It's a Netflix show.
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
REM there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. Now, coming up, there's been some developments in the Hoytey J household.
Yeah, man.
Also, a exciting new segment, KASUNDI Wednesday.
That's right.
Will it be a one-off?
It's a one-off.
Yeah. So
it's a one-off special, so make sure you don't miss that.
And if you want to know what that is, Jase has made KASUNDI, which is a relish.
We're going to eat it.
And we're going to taste it and then probably bag it on the radio.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you. Well,
Sounds
we'll get
good.
to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Yeah, welcome back, you massive backbones. Hope Hump Day's going along very nicely for you. You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Reburger.
Crave-worthy street food, freshly made with Reburger.
Sauce chicken.
Reburger.
Oh, sorry, hang on.
Sauce chicken.
There you go.
People are going to wonder if that's what that means, but you're just going to have to go down to your local Reburger and find out.
Check it out, man.
Well, I mean, we could just explain real quick.
Be quick, though, because we've got a big show ahead of us here, man.
Oh, okay. At Reburger stores, every single one of them, they have chickens, real chickens, that come out and serve you sauce.
They have the sauce hanging around their necks.
On a necklace, a sauce
Yeah.
necklace.
Yeah.
That's real.
It's out the gate.
Yeah, and if you go in there and they're not there, it's because they do every second day and you've just mistimed it.
Yes. Well, they oftentimes, because they only have the one chicken, because they don't have the labour laws around the chickens, Jase, so
No.
they just have one chicken works the whole day,
Yes.
up to
Oh,
12
wow.
hours, but sometimes the chicken will be on the break, so you'll often, if they're not in store, you go around the back, and they're often out the back just charging
Yeah.
a couple of darts.
Really?
Having a few durries there.
Can they
having a
roll
coffee.
darts?
No, they, tailor-made.
Tailor-made, Kizzy, come on.
Come on, man,
come on,
wake
that was
Because they're
stupid.
pretty well paid, actually.
Oh, the chickens.
Yeah, they can afford that sort of thing.
So they get paid cash.
Well, they
Well,
haven't got many expenses.
yeah,
This
they
is the
just-
thing about a chicken.
You're right.
Outside of darts and a few beers, a couple of coffees and that, they've got no real outgoings.
And every Reburger joint has a little roost for them.
Yes.
Out the
Oh,
back
really?
there, yeah. So that accommodation costs zero.
What about when
Nada.
they need to lay eggs?
Gross.
Jace, chickens laying eggs is a perfectly natural part of a chicken's life cycle. What's the eggs are gross now, are they?
It's the laying thereof.
I don't know. I don't want to know where they come from.
Oh, jeez.
The chicken's cloaca.
Quacker.
Do they have...
Quacker?
What I'm asking is, do they have nests for them where they can lay their eggs if they need to?
Oh, these are non-laying birds,
Oh,
Keyzie.
they're non-laying
yeah,
birds.
They're
Keyzie,
fully
are they?
focused on
Fully
sauce
focused.
chickens.
They're
Yeah,
wearing
okay.
their jeans.
Yeah, here's the chilies.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
You too there, Bullet the Blue Sky. Fellas, the Hoytey J household has been turned upside down. You'll recall a little while ago I told you that my wife, unbeknownst to me, had agreed to babysit a dog for 2 weeks.
Dog sit.
Dog sit.
Yeah.
Did she tell me about it, fellas?
Yes, but you forgot.
Maybe. And said dog arrived last night.
Said dog? What kind of dog is that?
It's kind of like it's a hunting dog. Have you never heard of a said dog?
No.
She's a very, very old Labrador.
Oh, God.
And we discovered, much to our horror, very quickly, pretty much incontinent.
That's where you do wheeze.
Yes.
Okay.
Uncontrollably.
Yeah, involuntarily.
At what point did you say immediately? So can you give us a time
Within
frame?
10 minutes,
Yeah.
she'd done wheeze on the carpet.
Was the owner there?
They were... Here's the interesting thing, Mogi.
Great. Now we're gonna find out what kind of scumbags these mates of yours are. I look forward to it. Here we go.
They were just leaving, and one of them said, "Was that wet patch on your carpet before?" And I said, No.
Are you
And
sure you don't?
the other partner said, why are you telling them that, you idiot?
Really?
And then they left.
Are you joking? Are you joking?
No.
They didn't clean up their dog's piss. Is that true?
It's true.
I would take that dog out the back. That is shocking.
My wife will be listening. She'll be furious.
This is not the point of the story, but that is shocking. We're going to revisit that tomorrow.
I like also the. Is that wet patch? Was that already there? Like you have a wet patch?
Yeah. We just keep that.
Where's
there.
my wet patch?
Actually, right next to my golf bag,
Oh, really?
which I've this wheeze on my golf bag. But anyway, to get to the story, we took her out 3 or 4 times in a space of an hour and a half, and she did wheeze every time. And so we've got an incontinent old dog. Now, Jase...
Oh, your cat. Hang on. Sorry. Hang on.
Hoytey Jase.
No, sorry, wrong way. Hang on.
Jase,
Your cat.
my cat, my daughter's cat actually, hates her. And immediately goes, and won't come out of my daughter's room now. And I said... Now, how's Jiz going to deal with this? Because she's only just kind of moved in with us. Now, that'll be fine. Not so.
So they're arguing like cats and dogs. That can happen, Keyzie. What's the dog's name?
Spencer.
Spencer.
Yeah, I think so.
Spends a lot of time pissing on your carpet.
I was going to say, wheeze dispenser. It's good stuff, fellas.
That's very good, Keith.
Let's go to a tune.
Okay,
That's
can we
very
come back?
Yeah,
man.
sure we can,
come
man.
back,
Okay, man.
We'll be here till 7.
I'm fuming.
Same.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
David Bowie there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday evening. The time is 5:25, and as previously mentioned, we're dog sitting in the Hoytey J household for 2 weeks. Very old and incontinent Labrador.
Oh,
Yeah, did
Who
wheeze
my
straight
cat,
away.
who did wheeze on the carpet straight away, and who my cat Jez hates.
yeah.
Just on the
not,
cat.
not good.
Just on the cat jizz, just quickly, if people are wondering, we did a poll and New Zealand named Jace's new cat.
Yeah.
And its name is now,
Jase.
just in case anyone's wondering how that came
Now,
about.
the weird thing about that is it used to be funny to us, but now it's just...
It's just your cat.
another
Just
part of the-
Standy.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
another
yeah.
part
I've
of the
just
show.
realised, actually, my wife doesn't know that that's what the cat's called, so
What does she call it?
she's
Like
she's
puss.
listening.
Like
Easy.
puss, here, puss.
Yeah, meow, meow.
What? You're so-
She'll be listening. She'll be listening right now, I know, and be just horrified.
And so she should be. You're a shocking bastard.
It was the people, Mogi. It was the people.
It was the people. We ran a vote, and that's what came out.
It
But
was
anyway,
about
this
90% too, I think.
It was high.
This
Yeah.
dog did wheeze straight away.
Yes.
And then as the people whose dog it was were leaving, and they're friends of yours?
Yes.
Yeah. Said, oh, was that wet patch always there?
They literally did, yeah.
And-
Right next to my golf bag.
Yeah. And then you said, no, I don't have a wet patch.
And then the other person said, why are you pointing it out, you goddamn idiot? Because there's
Quite
a chance
funny.
it would have to clean it up, and then they just left anyway
They
and
scarpered.
didn't clean it up. And
Yes.
this speaks to the quality of human that you're dealing with. And man, I can't wrap my head around that.
Is there
man.
any part, Mogi, that sees it as funny?
Oh, I can see how they might think it was. I can see how you would fake it. Oh, well, see you later.
Nah,
And then start stomping up the hallway. I would never in a million years. That is so embarrassing.
Well, you were saying off air, Keyzie, that you would probably do that.
Jason,
Genuinely, you were saying that off air.
But this is the issue you've got, is we've said that so many Yes, I was saying off air.
Right.
So, for example, if I was, and for this scenario, I used my sister's brother, so my brother-in-law, and if they were bad, they're dog sitting for us, and then just as we were leaving, our dog did wheeze. Like, quick, let's go, let's leave them.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're gonna,
yeah,
I'm
no,
out
you're
of here.
Quick,
Sorry.
yeah, you're right. That
'Cause
is
it's
pretty
funny.
funny.
And
We
to be
have
fair, they were travelling overseas, and so they were in a bit of a rush. And
But we have a very jokey.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Relationship.
That would work.
Yeah. And so, let's say Mogi was looking after Hoytey J's dog.
That'd be weird.
poor old Roo.
No, so let's say, okay, Jason's
She's
got
not
a.
with us
Could you
anymore.
swap it out for an alive dog?
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah.
so Mogi's looking after a new dog that Hoytey J's got. Okay?
Yeah.
But the dog just happens to be really old and also incontinent. Drops it off, and then it does wheeze just as Hoytey J's leaving. And then Jace goes, oh, did you always have that wet patch?
Yeah.
And then his partner goes, don't tell them.
Yeah.
And then leaves. I think that's funny.
Well, I'll tell you what I do. You know, they say if you want to teach a dog not to urinate on somewhere, then you rub the dog's face in it.
Yeah,
I'd rub Jase's face in it.
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
Pearl Jam there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. The time is 5:37.
Monteith's, born of the wild.
Certainly is, old Monteith. It's Beer and Pie July, an exciting month where for the entire month we encourage you to partake in a Kiwi tradition, which is pairing a delicious pie with a delicious beer and indulging. This year we're excited to be partnered with Monteith and the West Coast Pie Company, and up for grabs is the ultimate West Coast weekend valued at $5,000. Basically, we give you $5,000 cash. You tell us what you'd like to do on the West Coast.
Man.
It's pretty huge. You could go heli hunting or heli fishing. You
Amazing.
can go skydiving.
The dollar goes much further down there as well.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah.
It goes all the way
You
down
can make
there.
your own knife and stuff too, can't you, Keyzie?
You can craft your own hand-forged knife.
How good.
You can go for a hike or a bike trail, go to a wellness retreat. Whatever you decide to do, you will wrap the day up at the Monteith's Brewery. We'll rip into the tastiest pies from the West Coast Pie Company as well. If you want to enter that, text WILD to 3483. Get yourself in the draw, and that's all thanks to the backbones at Monteith's, born of the wild.
Monteith's, born of the wild.
That's good stuff as well. Now, rumour has it, I've been talking to the backbones down there at the West Coast Pie Company.
And they are backbones.
Hell of a pie they do down there. Now, they're saying, this is what they're saying, I don't know if we're going to be able to do it, but the winner is going to go to, what's the name of that pub there, the Monteith's?
That's down at the Monteith's Brewery, the actual brewery itself.
That's right. So they do the spiced wild nanny goat pie. That's our pie of the week this week. Unbelievable. Absolutely delicious. You are going to be able to meet the nanny goat, which is going to be going into your pie for dinner.
So,
Right?
It really makes a connection between you and your food.
Thank you.
No,
That's
I
right,
know.
because I think all too often people don't make that connection between an actual living animal and the thing that you put in your mouth, right?
Correct.
The food, the
Yes,
kai.
that's right.
And so I would just say, what a great opportunity to see something, look at it and it's devil eye, because they've got those devil eyes, Keys.
Well, they've got the big bulges, goats, don't they?
Yeah.
Big bulges.
Freaky looking bastards. And their neck minute, it's in your pie, man. So it's a great experience all round.
I don't know if you don't have to. That's not mandatory, that part.
Well, I don't know why you'd turn it down.
What?
That's good stuff.
It's all part of the experience.
No,
Keyzie.
I know, but I haven't been told
I
anything
mean, the people
about
on the West Coast, they don't even blink an eye.
They
at
don't
that
blink
sort of
an eye,
stuff,
man.
mate.
They don't blink.
Yeah,
No.
they don't blink. They
What
just
if-
stare at you.
What?
They just absolutely geese
Really?
at you. Oh, yeah. A
Big
lot
time.
of them, Jason, you know this, they've got gorkalitis.
So people on the West Coast don't blink ever. What if stuff's in their eyes?
Because they've got gorkalitis.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Is that curable?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's one of...
It probably is, but they don't tend to get it cured. They just shut up and get on with it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, man.
Tell you what, if you want to go down and see these people with gorkalitis and eyeball a nanny goat, text WILD to 3483. Get yourself in the draw for that competition, and you'll get $5,000 to have one hell of a time down there
Man.
as well. So
Great stuff, man.
Yeah,
Great
man.
stuff.
Really good.
Here's the Rolling Stones.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Ben Harper there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday evening, coming up after 6 o'clock. It is KASUNDI Wednesday. First and only time we'll be doing that. Also, the results of who has the stupidest top on from our little survey today.
yeah, it's on the Instagram.
That's right. It's on the big poll there. Keyzie's wearing what Jase calls his prison jacket. And Jase, you're wearing what Keyzie calls a yellow shocker.
Yellow skivvy.
A yellow skivvy.
Yeah, so you can vote on the Hauraki Big Show's Instagram story. We'll reveal the results. By the way, Big KASUNDI Wednesday is the fact that Jace made some KASUNDI, which is like a relish.
Indian relish, yes.
Well, it doesn't matter.
They call it-
What are you going to bring
doesn't
race
matter where
into
it
it?
comes
They
from,
call
man.
it the Indian wasabi.
Oh, they do? Okay.
Yes.
He's made some, and we're going to taste it on the radio.
Well, just because you said I never bring anything in for you to taste, Keyzie, I did it especially for you.
Well done. You brought in a small container with about a teaspoon of stuff in it. You're so generous.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike, and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
That's true, New Zealand. Don't fight it. You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Reburger.
Crave-worthy street foods freshly made with old Reburger.
Reburger.
Chips
Great stuff, fellas. Those just get better and better, I think. The fellas
think
at
so.
Reburger must be just fizzing about
They
their
are.
sponsorship.
They are.
Yeah.
It's actually women.
Huh?
Because you said fellas. The fellas at Reburger.
Well, the guys that came in here that we met, they were men.
They were men, yeah.
Were they?
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
What, being a man?
Yeah.
Could have sworn. Were they men?
Yes.
Far out. Beautiful. Couple of beautiful dudes.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, don't.
What?
So imagine you were spinning some sort of stupid yarn, and then I said, "Okay."
But just that, I was surprised that you mistook the men we met for
Right,
women.
okay.
No, and that you
and
thought that
beautiful
they were
women.
beautiful.
And they were beautiful.
I would say that as women, they'd be pretty average. And I mean that in the nicest possible way.
But also, it's like
But you're saying that they were beautiful. But I
it's
guess
also-
beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Absolutely.
100%. Like, for example, Jase thinks that his yellow skivvy is beautiful.
Oh, I wouldn't say it's comfy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got that comfy vibe
it's
about it.
warm.
Yeah, it's very
You know
much
what I
a
mean?
like what it does over how it looks situation.
Very much so, which I think we're about to find out.
Yes.
But I'll cop it, as will my wife who bought it for me for
Sorry,
golf.
what?
Did she buy it for you?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, now I feel bad.
Well, I said that to you. Every time you criticise my clothes, Keyzie,
What?
you're criticising my wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And actually, she's just texted
I actually
through
love
and
your wife
she's,
a lot, yeah.
she's fuming.
Yeah, but that's not about that, though, is it?
Totally it is.
Up next, Kasundi Wednesday. We're going to taste Jase's Kasundi
Here's Tom Petty.
on the radio.
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
Alice in Chains there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday evening. But right now it's time for... It's KASUNDI Wednesday!
That's a great sting, Pugs. Thank you. Kasundi
Yeah,
Wednesday.
no,
Very
all
good.
man. Yeah, yeah.
You did a couple of options with the voice there, Jason.
Yeah, I
I'm
did.
disappointed that was the one he went with.
So now you were saying, Mogi, that you don't know what a KASUNDI is.
I do know that it's a sauce that's provided in an Indian restaurant, but I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't know it well enough now, eating yours, to know whether it was a good version or a bad version because I'm not familiar. Like if you say
Sure.
the word to me, Marmite, I know what that's meant to taste like. Other things that people know. Peanut butter, sure. But KASUNDI, I don't know. So if you could explain what it is, where it's used on a dish,
Just sort of
and
the
how it's meant
origins.
to taste. Give it
Well,
to me.
it's based in Bengali in India, of course, and what it is, in essence, is a Indian relish.
Right.
So you can put it as a side for your meats. You can use it as a relish for your cheeses, your crackers, and that sort of
Your
thing.
crackers?
So it's. As you would any other relish, you use it as a kind of relish type scenario.
So you use it like any other relish, like a relish type
So,
scenario.
relish,
so what you're
yes.
saying is it's an Indian relish,
Yes.
and you use it as a relish,
Yes.
where
And
a
a
relish
relish.
might be used.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
They
Okay.
often
Sorry, a relish type scenario.
They often refer to it as the Indian wasabi.
Who does?
The Indian people.
Right, okay.
But
I bet they're always saying that.
having said that, it's
God, you know what this reminds me of? This is like an Indian wasabi.
It
And everyone
doesn't-
else is like, what's wasabi?
it doesn't have the same kick as your wasabi.
right, okay.
And can I
So,
also say that there's variations of KASUNDI. You can get your eggplant, your tomato. There's a whole range that you can have.
Can I ask, Jace, how often does a relish type scenario sort of occur?
In my case, all the time.
Right, okay, yeah.
just
And,
quickly.
you know, if you're having
so-
a pork chop or something, just a little dollop on the side of your plate there, Pakistan, or with your sticky beef even, for example.
Okay,
You know
so
what I mean?
I
if
wouldn't
we
do
could
that.
just-
No, that's mixing up
Yeah,
your
that's-
subcontinents
If
here.
we could just move this thing along there, fellas, we've each got a teaspoon with an orange chutney-looking thing with lots of weird black dots in it.
That's mustard seeds.
Is it?
Now, am I right in saying that you were saying this is the best relish in the world or the best KASUNDI in the world?
It is the best Kasundi in the world.
Hoytey J, best in the world, number one.
All right, let's taste it, fellas. Here we go. Homemade Kasundi
Oh,
relish, as
Pugs,
made by
that-
Hoytey J.
That's quite a large amount.
Listen, I'm
Here we
all
go.
in or nothing, brother.
Yeah. I'm just watching the fellas and gauging their faces as they're consuming it. Hard to gauge, actually.
Can I just say,
No, you can't.
Now, I think Mogi's going to go first.
I don't know what it's meant to taste like, but that's absolutely delicious. I love it.
Great.
Yeah,
It's
well-
hot. It's got the 10, not too much.
Yes.
What gives it that heat?
It's kind of mustardy kind of taste, but there's also fresh chili in there.
Right.
Yes.
Great choice.
No, it is
Yeah,
really
yeah.
good, and I like the crack of a mustard seed in there.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Well, there you go.
I'm not educated on what KASUNDI should seem like at all, but in my personal opinion on this particular relish that you've relish type scenario that you've put forward to us today, I think it's delicious. I think it's got
good.
it's got a great tang. I think it could use a little more. I like a little more spice, but that's just me personally.
Sure.
I also think it's got almost a little bit. It could be thicker. I think it could be thicker.
Okay.
How would you thicken it though? Stir it faster.
I'm not a relish expert.
Possibly boil it longer, Mogi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reduce it, man.
Look, I've never had KASUNDI either. To be honest, a bit dry. Bit dry. So
Pugsan's saying it
Too
could
wet.
be thicker, and you're saying it's a bit too dry.
yeah, but I like it where he likes them thick. So
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Rage Against the Machine there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday night. Now, listen up. If you've got an opinion about Radio Hauraki, whether it be the music, whether it be the presenters, we want to hear from you, don't we, fellas?
certainly do, man. Super important thing that we run here at Hauraki. It's called the Music Jury. You text the word music to 3483. We hit you back with a link. You sign up there and you sit down. It takes about 10 minutes. You sit down.
Yeah.
About that.
Yeah. Every minute you spend filling it out, it's got these little chapters in it, and every minute you spend filling it out, basically, is another entry in the draw that we're running. So if you do the whole thing, you get more entries in the draw.
Yeah.
And you sit down, you have a glass of wine or a beer or something, and listen to tunes. Tell us how much you like them. If anything pops up you don't like, you go, no, I dislike that. And that will genuinely help us tweak the playlist here at Hauraki.
Yeah.
Because we're trying to figure it out, you know?
Yeah, well, totally, man. And the great thing about it, if you do make the effort to do that, you go into the draw for an extraordinary prize.
That's right. The prize that you get is a beer fridge, a bar fridge.
A bar fridge.
There's a little bar fridge there.
Yes.
Inside it is a shelf.
Yeah, probably
How good's that,
two.
man? On the shelf is nothing.
With,
On the other shelf,
yeah.
$4,000
Cash
cash.
of the cold hard variety.
Yeah.
That is so good, man.
It's a bloody good prize.
It is a really
So
good prize.
now, can I say that we wouldn't be giving this prize away if we didn't want you to actually give us the information and the feedback on the playlist.
That's right.
Correct.
That's a pretty big bit of bait to catch some fishies on, isn't it?
100%.
So I really want that info.
How about this? And you can do it on your phone too, right? So let's say you are listening to this podcast right now because you're chilling, waiting for something. Right now, text music 3483, fill it out, listen to the tunes through your headphones, whatever it might be. Honestly, it'll take you 5 minutes. Because we need to figure out what music we should play, We're always trying to tweak it.
Yeah.
And
Is
we
it
need-
5 minutes or is it 10 minutes?
Probably like 5, I reckon.
Oh, okay.
I reckon I could blast it out in 5 minutes.
Okay. I've heard that.
Who told you that?
Pugs.
Pugs. Text music 3483. Get yourself in the draw by filling out the music jury. $4,000 cash in a fridge. Could be yours, man.
Man.
Good times.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Led Zeppelin there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday night. Now, at the start of the show, I was commenting on how much I liked Keyzie's jacket.
Oh, we
And saying that it reminded me of the sort of American prison kind of outfits that they used to wear on the Chain Gang.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
totally.
I think it's fantastic. And he was commenting on how much he loved my yellow, what did you call it, like a
It's a
skivvy?
yellow skivvy that his wife's bought him.
The
Yeah.
only issue there is that it's clearly green. And I say that as somebody who's colourblind.
Yes.
No, it's clearly green, right? It's green, sure. But it is very close to yellow. In fact, I've never seen anyone wear that colour before.
I think it's an olive.
I would go
No,
khaki.
yours is olive.
I would go
No,
khaki.
mine's got something else in it. Anyway,
But
regardless.
anyway, yeah, regardless.
if you want to see it, Hauraki Big Show's Instagram story where you can vote.
Can I just say, Keyzie, I think we both look great.
Oh,
Can I also say, though, I think we've buggered it up because by making this a story rather than a post, we've eliminated the opportunity for a whole bunch of comments. And that's what we need to be having with these sorts of things. So you get an opportunity for people, our audience, people that love the show, to just post some, compliments.
Yeah, and
compliments.
having said that, I was looking at myself on the toilet just before in this top, and it's some serious buzzy action.
Oh, you've got a
going on.
great set, man. You've got to show them off.
Yeah, I
if I could be so bold.
Yeah, maybe you just pull the zip down a little bit for you fellas.
Oh, Jesus, look at that. See, I'm sick of, and this is like, Mogi, your algorithm on Instagram is full of
Hoytey J.
Hoytey, like
Monkeys, Hoytey J.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the vote is up there. The poll is up there, sorry, and you can vote. People have been voting for the last few hours. The question is, who is running the stupidest top?
Courtesy of Mogi.
This is tricky.
Yeah, it's going to be hard.
What's your gut telling you, Mogi?
Well, my gut tells me that they've gone against you, Keyzie, because they generally do.
Yeah.
But it's tricky. I'm going to go 50-50.
Wow.
I'm going to say 70-30 that I've got the stupidest top.
No, you're wrong.
Oh, okay.
Who's running the stupidest top? 48% of the vote.
Ooh.
Keyzie.
I haven't even looked at it.
52% Hoytey Jase.
Wow.
So very close, but it is official. You're running the stupidest top, which is great.
That's a binding referendum.
It is.
Right.
I think it is. I'll cop that.
Yeah.
As I say, it's one of those tops that I wear for comfort and warmth more
Wow.
than anything, not for fashion.
Yeah, right. So
Yeah, I would just keep it to around the house.
Yeah, I mean,
have you given up, or what's the deal?
I'll wear something really smart tomorrow, all right, fellas?
Really?
Nah.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Geez, I tell you what, fellas, this show has had it all. We've had tastings.
Yeah.
We've had fashion sort of stuff going on.
We've had drugs.
Drugs.
Yes.
What would you do in this scenario?
Yes.
It's been all good. And can I just say, if you've missed out on that stuff and that sounds like a bit of you, listen to the podcast.
Yeah.
Comes out at 7:30.
Could I also say, not only have we had all of that, we've also got the podcast outro that we do every single day.
Yes.
And every single day we play a little clip of it here. Just as a little tease to get people interested that might otherwise not listen to podcasts. Generally, what you end up hearing is a terrible example of what the podcast is about and will put you off podcast, but I guess we'll see. What do we got tonight, Keyzie?
This one is about Jase and his poor person mentality. You've still got a poor dude mentality, even though you are loaded.
I do. Yeah.
You do, though.
I'm so loaded. I do. I think I always will have.
Do you think it's changed a little bit?
Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
Because you deserve it.
You
Man.
deserve the world.
You work
man.
hard, man.
Yeah.
I would give you, if you were my man, I would give you the world.
Would you, Mogi?
Yeah, I would.
That's good
Oh, that's
stuff.
lovely,
I would,
isn't
man.
it? It's lovely, man. I appreciate that.
Did you mean that, Mogi? You
Oh,
would?
100%. 100%.
Hey, now listen, make sure you do check out the podcast. Also, check out the Instagram, by the way.
Yeah, man, they're both really great. Hauraki Big Show, that's what you search to find both. Also, quick announcement, we spoke about it earlier in the show, but the Big Show is going live. We're going on the road once again to see the people of Christchurch. So if you're listening to this and you're in the Canterbury region, Thursday the 10th of July, that is next Thursday, we're going to be live from Prebleton at The Bridge. Prebleton, lovely little suburb there, got a lot of family there, and The Bridge is a great pub that's recently been revamped and is looking great and has ice cold Monteiths on tap.
Oh, bring it on.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for listening to the show. See you tomorrow.
Wow.